Wizards announces an update on the SRD, what it means for third-party creators, plus the death of a legend and a One Piece update.
Come on, I've got big news!
Welcome to Tabletop Tuesday, our first news rundown of the week. Today we're talking about the D&D SRD, One Piece, and the death of King Theoden himself, Bernard Hill. Remember, if you like these kinds of news videos, keep hitting those like and subscribe buttons so we can keep making them. Now, on to the news.
Check this out.
Wizards of the Coast has announced they will be releasing a revised version of the 5th edition Systems Reference Document, or SRD for short, in early 2025. The new SRD will include updated content from the 2024 core rulebooks, with the revised rules having the, quote, same scope as the current 5.1 document. Now, assuming that Wizards is being correct in their statement, this should effectively pave the way for third-party content to be made using the 2024 rules revisions. Basically, the system's reference document contains all of the rules for Dungeons & Dragons, but none of the lore. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's the basic gist of it. This announcement is important for a few reasons. The early 2025 release target means that Wizards isn't dragging their feet to prevent third parties from making their own updated 5e content, which was one of the many concerns of creators back when the OGL stuff took place last year. It also took over 2 years for Wizards to release the first SRD for 5th edition, so this much shorter window would be a big improvement. Also, the new SRD will continue to be released under the Creative Commons license, which means that future Hasbro leadership can't try to pull it out like they did with the OGL. The Creative Commons license is much stronger in that regard, and once they put it in the Creative Commons, they can't take it out. Of course, what's most important is to see the document before making any final judgments, but Wizards certainly seems to be saying the right thing here.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Hades 2 is officially out in early access. Supergiant Games has released the early access version of Hades 2, the hit sequel to its roguelite dungeon crawler, Hades. The new game stars Melinoi, Zagreus' sister, who is trying to free the underworld from the grasp of Kronos. While the game is still in early access, early reviews have been very strong, despite the fact that the game is very much a work in progress. Now you can download Hades 2 on Steam today.
Can't wait.
English actor Bernard Hill, probably best known to viewers of this channel as Theoden, King of Rohan from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, passed away this week at the age of 79. While there were tons of great performances in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy, Bernard Hill's role as Theoden was a particular standout, and one of the main reasons people invested so heavily in the fate of Rohan in the second and third films. At Comic-Con Liverpool, his Lord of the Rings castmates reunited to give a touching tribute to the actor.
This morning, Bernard Hill passed, King Theoden, and so we just want to take a moment before we walk off the stage to honor him. He was supposed to be here. He was supposed to be here today and yesterday. So we love him. He was intrepid. He was funny. He's gruff. He's irascible. He was beautiful.
I don't think anyone spoke Tolkien's words as great as Bernard did. I think the way he grounded those words into a realism that he would break my heart when I saw him on the screen. He was a wonderful man.
Hail the victorious dead!
Your first chance to try out the Stormlight RPG will be at Gen Con. Brotherwise Games announced that it would be running demos of its upcoming Stormlight RPG at Gen Con alongside other Stormlight and Cosmere related games. Now this will be the first chance to try out the new RPG, which uses a unique D20 based system that uses paths instead of a traditional leveling experience. Now when we get our hands on the game system, and let's face it, we will, we'll be sure to let you know all about it.
I will keep my eye on you.
A new horror journaling RPG has launched on Kickstarter. The Darkness at the Brink of Ohio is a new game by Banana Chan in which players chronicle the horrific transformation of a late-night DJ based out of Akron, Ohio. Now, personally, I'm not a big journaling game fan, but having spent years listening to late-night radio literally in Akron, Ohio, my hometown, shout out to WONE, which is the rock and roll station in Akron, and their late night DJ still is going to this day, I think. This game basically seems custom made for my tastes. Plus, Banana-chan is one of the best tabletop RPG creators out there, so this is definitely a project you want to keep your eye on. Link is in the description. And finally, the One Piece live action series has provided fans with a big Arabasta tease during a recent TikTok video celebrating Luffy's birthday. The video showed star Anaki Godoy celebrating Luffy's birthday with a large candle-shaped cake, complete with a wick shaped like the number 3. That, of course, is a reference to Mr. 3, one of the first Baroque Works villains the Straw Hats face when they enter the Red Line. Now, no release date has been announced for the second season, but filming seems to be starting soon.
They're gonna lose their minds.
That's all the news that we have for today. Let us know what your favorite story was in the comment sections, and don't forget to like and subscribe the Character Sheet.